straight into segment three here. We're going to talk about free agents that we think that the Pistons should add with the remaining roster spot. Connie, you go first. Who do you think the Pistons should add with their open roster spot?
Well, we just talked about in the last segment what happens if Jaden Ivey isn't who I optimistically believe he can be and will be. There needs to be a backup point guard. There needs to be someone that can run this offense as a point guard that is not Cade Cunningham, because so much is going to be on his plate, regardless. So someone to take a little bit of load off would be fantastic. Somebody that could guard a little bit too. Uh, Maybe doesn't have to be the most dynamic shooter if he can be a creator, if you play him with the second unit of other shooters. And that guy, I think, possibly could be Markel Fultz. Somehow still not signed. Not a fan. Like, he's a pretty good player. After what happened with his shoulder and the whatever nerve injury or something happened in his rookie year, he has rehabilitated himself to be, I believe, a plus player. I really like the way he guards. He's got long arms. He is like very, very athletic. He gets some very sick dunks, and maybe I'm influenced by the sick dunks a little bit. But I think Markel Fultz, especially if Ivy isn't fulfilling what he needs to do, could be a really valuable piece on this team. Especially because I mean, he doesn't seem to be that uh, neat, sought after right now in the NBA. I don't really get how, but maybe we can get him cheap.
Maybe it is that lack of 3-point shooting, but if you want to be influenced by sick dunks, why are you taking Markel Fultz over a guy like Dennis Smith Jr.?
Markel Fultz, I believe more in as a point guard, a guy that can kind of run a little bit of a show, make some get some other guys involved more as a point guard, really handle the ball, dribble the basketball is really what I'm talking about. I think Markel's got a better handle and can run stuff a little more than DSJ.
Fair enough. There's lots of options out there. Chetty Osman, you want to make an argument for him real quick before I throw out a couple of names that I'm considering?
No, you go ahead. You go ahead. Let's go back.
I'll go ahead. All right. So I'm gonna throw a name out there that just became a free agent not too long ago, and that's EJ Liddell. EJ Liddell was originally drafted by the Pelicans, I believe. So you know what? Ties to Trajan right there. And EJ is a guy who I think can defend. He is projected to be a shooter. He hasn't really had much opportunities due to injuries. But I think EJ Liddell would be a fun guy to take a flyer on. He's young. I mean, if Trajan's swinging, making big swings like he did with the Ron Holland pick, I'm all for signing EJ Liddell. Another guy, I think this is just for fun and the giggles. Bring back Boban. Let's bring back Toby and Bobby. Let's have it back here. The Pistons fan loved it before we sent them both to the Clippers for Blake Griffin. Let's do it again this time just to get team and fan morale up.
I'm sort of with you on EJ. He did play in the G League. Shot 4.4 threes a game at 27%. Not
so did Ron Holland.
he was getting 18 points a game. He was 50% from the field, so he's pretty solid from two. 80%, 79% from the free throw line. 8 boards a game. Yeah, seems like a good physical player. Could be a good end of the bench guy. I wouldn't be mad at it.
No.
Boban. No, I like Boban. No, thank you. Not a joke. We're not here. I'm not here for the Toby and Bobby memes. He's not a guy that like could be is conducive to winning games.
No,
I just thought
he's conducive to getting free chicken wings. That's what he's conducive
free chicken
to.
Wings. He might put a butt in the seat, get some good social media engagement.
So a big hand of goldfish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people will love him. But no thanks, man. Let a different fan base love him. He'll get a contract somewhere.
Yeah, and Isaac Okoro, hard no for you. He is for me personally. I don't think this is the right time for the Pistons to trade for a guy like Isaac Okoro, and I don't think he's what we need right now.
Yeah, I said you could maybe pass with Markel Fultz not being a great shooter because he's going to be hopefully distributing to other guys. But you're not a creator, you're not a shooter. We have enough of those guys at the wing. We have two guys at the wing, Ron Holland and Asar Thompson, that I would rather have playing that non-shooting wing position than Isaac Okoro. So No, thank you.
Yep, and you may have Jalen Duren out there at the same time, which means you're up two non-shooters. So
Yeah, no
it'll
thanks.
be interesting to see what the rotations will be. But any other notes on potential free agents you want to bring in before we close out today's show?
Oh yeah, Chetty. I guess I could go Chetty Osman, just
Go
as
Chetty.
a pretty sort of talented shooter. Has sort of shown it. Shown a little bit of other stuff. He's got something to him. A guy that could come in and play minutes when guys are injured. Sit on the bench and be hype. Get a cool dunk every once in a while. Hit a couple of threes. I think he's a talented guy. Give him a shot. Give him a
You're
give,
all about the dunks on this pod, aren't you? You're Fultz, you're Osman dunks. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
look,
But
59% effective field goal percentage last year as a bit role player. I'm not mad at that. He's 60% from two. That's 39% from three. Give me that. That's sure. He makes shots. Put him on the team.